What is up, guys, and welcome back to another episode of My Team Career. This is part 8, I believe. We just did Monaco. That went well, didn't it? Told you I was scared of Monaco. But we finally got a track I actually enjoy again, which is BAKU. I love BAKU. BAKU is brilliant. A lot's happened there in real life in recent years. But I really enjoy BAKU because it's a longer, wider Monaco. It's kind of like Battersea Park for the e-racing, Formula E in England. It's really, really good. It's a street circuit, but you can actually overtake. As we just upgrade there, the part of the simulator for the co-driver, so hopefully he can get a little boost in performance, because Schumacher's coming, if not second to last every race. So I'm thinking when we renew the contract, if he's still quite expensive, because of the name Schumacher. I love having Schumacher, though, in the team. I think we're going to go with the cheapest option there is, just so we can build the facility up and not worry about the money of a teammate. Depends, though, because he might be putting a couple good performances and therefore we keep him. Just going to do our track acclimatization here, just to get BAKU properly on track. I already know most of BAKU, but just refreshing my head with BAKU is going to be majorly important. As you'll see, like I miss a few things obviously here and there, and by the end of it, I'm doing okay. But yeah, what do you guys think as well of the new livery? Let me know in the comments below what you think the livery should be. Should we do one for when we get to Silverstone? As this is an English company, I am English. Should we do a one-off? Maybe like Union Jack or flagged, something like that, livery. I think it'd be really cool, kind of like Mercedes did last year with Niki Lauda. They did one for Germany, didn't they, as well? Just attaching stuff. Red Bull did one with James Bond. They put 007 all over it when Daniel Craig came to the track. There's quite cool things, but what do you guys think? Let me know. Let me know what you think. As you just see us run the practice session here, just the end of number 2, lap 2 here. I'm not going to show you all of the practice because you don't want to just see me run through some barriers, you want to see some quick laps in qualifying. As we hit the speed trap there, 188, but you get, well, the faster cars are going to be well over 200 mile an hour. We just shy of 199, I believe that was. That is it's a long old straight, this, which is nice. But it's not nice when you've got a car behind you that is like a Red Bull or a Racing Point or something like that, where it's just obviously got more straight line speed. Even the Alpha has way more straight line speed than me. We're just fast around the corners. So down that straight is a lot of overtaking and a lot of re-overtaking again. As you can see, now we're nailing it, getting all these purples. Just what we like to see. I have got as well an upgrade coming to the videos as well, where I have a new microphone coming. We did miss a couple on that run as well, but it is what it is. It'll do for the resource points. We get what we want. But yeah, I've got a new microphone coming, so hopefully the voice will be upgraded in the coming videos. I'm also doing a few more from last 2 first challenges, and let me know if you guys want any specific tracks. I've got one coming out on the Hungaroring, as it's this weekend. This is filmed on, well, this is recorded on the 17th of July, so in a couple days is the Hungaroring. It's a Friday, or tomorrow is qualifying in real life. So I thought I'd throw that out there. It might not be scheduled, the Hungaroring one. I might just straight upload it, so we'll find out. Just having a look at what R&D I can actually develop. We eventually just go back to aerodynamics, as we're so weak in these areas. But round 8, qualifying 1, can we put in a good shift here? Our qualifying time has not been outstanding. It really hasn't. But on the other hand, our race pace isn't that bad. We do gain positions. Bar 1 or 2 tracks, I think we've gained. No, we got 3rd, for God's sake, in Holland, in the Netherlands. So around Zandvoort, that was outstanding. outstanding. I got on the podium. It was sheer luck as well. A couple people crashed out in front of me, so that helped. You always need a bit of luck when you get in a podium with a bad car. It is a bad car. So just going to start our first flying lap here. Hit the DRS opener. Just there, you can see the speed now, well in excess of 200 miles an hour. Imagine how fast the Mercedes or the Red Bull gets down there. Definitely go a little wide after turn 1 there. But this is why this track's fun, because you can still go so fast and not hit the barriers. Whereas Monaco, one slip all over. As you saw, I didn't have one slip, I had a lot. I'm lucky the tyre only came off that time. It was just broken wing after broken wing. As you can see there, nearly into the barrier as we hit the curb on the exit. Not the greatest, but we're going to finish our banker lap here and just see how well we do, just to see the times. As we open our DRS, and you're going to see when you have DRS how quick your miles an hour goes up, which is quite significant. I was holding 199 miles an hour through there, and then when DRS is open you get to 206. So you can gain a lot of time. We've already gained some time just after the first corner, or second corner rather, which is really nice. We already know where we went a bit sloppy on this lap, so we're going to just try and fix that, like there for instance. Pull out and look how much time you got from just hitting that curb. Obviously it's an incorrect thing to do on a as we get purple in sector 1 actually. There we go. There we go. We're already up so much in time. We're over a second in time gained. Schumacher is ahead of us. You know, even if Schumacher is ahead of us, you know it's a bad lap. At the moment anyway. Until he proves me wrong as we go through the castle section here. Nice. Quick clean. It's hard to know the perfect line through there. But I think I got a pretty fast line. That is the trickiest braking spot in the whole circuit for me. That corner there. It's coming down so fast. You miscalculate that by, like, say, half a meter. You're in the barrier. You brake too early. Every car will pass you, and they'll probably hit you into the barrier. So it's such a dangerous corner, should I say. DRS open again, 200 miles an hour. I've seen the whole lap this time because it was a good lap, I thought. We don't go fastest overall, obviously, but we do go 9th. Now, I thought that was a really good lap, so I put into qualifying, and we didn't even make it out of Q1 by 2/10 rather, on the second. So we do start in P18, unfortunately. Magnussen qualifies ahead of us, so he gets an extra point. A little annoyed, to be honest, just a little annoyed, but it's nothing that we haven't done before, and it'll be fine.
Good afternoon and welcome to Baku. This was the arena, if you think back to 2017, of one of the most eventful races of modern history, with controversy behind the safety car, last-second overtakes, and a historic podium for Williams and for Lance Stroll. So let's find out what lies in store for us this year. It's time for the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. With 20 turns and a length of 3.7 miles, Baku City Circuit in the heart of the Azerbaijan capital is a real test of a driver's endurance, patience and precision. 90-degree corners through Sector 1 lead into a tightening uphill sprint as we start to circle around the old city. Then a 1.4-mile chase flat out through Sector 3 towards the finish line. It's time to see how our drivers are stacking up after yesterday's exciting qualifying session. Sebastian Vettel will start on pole. Fantastic qualifying from the multiple world champion, with Charles Leclerc alongside. As we continue through the rest of the grid today, we have Hamilton, Bottas, Max Verstappen and Albon, Ricciardo, Perez, Sainz and Kimi Raikkonen, Norris, Giovinazzi, Lance Stroll and Gasly, Kvyat, Russell, Kevin Magnussen and Lewis, Grosjean, Ocon, Latifi and Mick Schumacher. It's almost time for the lights to go out, so let's head down to the track and get this Grand Prix underway.
Okay, so we're going to do a strategy of medium stint to soft tyres as we're starting near the back. And the good news is Magnussen and a couple of people ahead of us, they're all on softs. So if we can manage to just pull ahead of them, like we're going to do here with Russell, we're going to just, covered off nicely. But we dive down the inside, and that is the perfect way to avoid collision in this game. I would rather give up a couple places around the first corner than just plough into people, as it's so easy to do. Show an example here of just going round. Obviously they can go around you, but you might nick one or two places, and I believe we just maintained as. So I'm happy with a maintain. We do pass the Williams on the corner though. We're up into 16th place. We've gained 2. Gasly's dropped back. That's why, but we've got our rival ahead of us on the soft tyres, Magnussen. We're going to see if we can... You can get a lot of slipstream on this track, which is really good, which is why I like the medium start. Obviously, just dive down the inside there. Nice little move on Magnussen. He had no chance, to be honest. Now we've got Lance Stroll. Lance Stroll not doing what he should be, in my opinion, in the Racing Point. I think Lance is obviously the weaker of the pairing. In real life, they've apparently Racing Point, or Aston Martin Racing Point, as of 2021, have offered Sebastian Vettel a deal. Let me know in the comments as well who you think would make way, because Lance is obviously the son of Lawrence Stroll, who's a major shareholder. He doesn't own all of the company though, which is why it could be Lance getting the axe, as the other people haven't invested in Lance, they've invested in Racing Point essentially. So would it be Sergio Perez, who brings a lot of money to the table and also is just a way better driver? Like, Lance is obviously good. I know he's had a silver spoon, but he's obviously an elite level driver. You can't dispute that. You don't get a podium in F1 in a Williams for being a bad driver. He's a quality driver. He's just nowhere near the level of Sergio Perez. Sergio Perez has proven it, and he's got the experience. Imagine a lineup of Sergio Perez and Sebastian Vettel in an Aston Martin Racing Point. If that's what it's going to be called. Fantastic lineup. But anyway, here we're closing on Stroll even more, and we actually catch up with Kvyat, so Kvyat's now in danger. So if I manage to get past Stroll, I'm most likely getting past Kvyat. So I would be right now, as he's now left the position. He's given it up. Magnussen gets a slipstream on me, tries to dive down the inside. We cover it off by going super wide and cutting across the inside line there. You can see he gets so much slipstream from me. But you can see he's just got no room to kind of accelerate out the corner. I cover that off nicely, so he has no choice but to back out and concede the position to me. As you can see the fire in the brake discs there. Really nice shots. We're going to try a little luck down the inside of Kvyat, bang wheels and just go through. No thank you. Thank you very much, Daniel. The Russian makes way for the Brit. But yeah, I'm interested in seeing what people prefer, whether they prefer the Spider-Man livery or whether they prefer this livery. I think this one's a lot cooler. In the new season, we've unlocked a lot more liveries. So we're going to do, obviously, spend a lot of time making the perfect livery in my head. It's hard to think of what colour to have when every other colour's kind of been used on the grid, other than yellow, purple, to be honest, and maybe a dark green. But these are the ones I liked. I thought it looked good. If you just change your livery halfway through the season, I don't think the pit crew do. So my pit crew is still in red, and my tag on next to Norton is in red. As we actually set the fastest sector 1 there. Everyone else is probably battling. That's why I've got a little breathing room here. I'm just trying to chase Stroll down. So Stroll and Norris ahead of me. Vettel's on pole position, so I'm expecting the Ferraris to be out in front still by lap 3. If the Mercedes has taken him, it's a bit, oh dear. 0 to last challenge at Baku as well would be really nice. If anyone wants to see that, let me know. And also, if you do want me to do a last to first, not 0 to last, last to first challenge on a certain track, also let me know who you want me to play as well. The Hungaroring one I've done coming out, that one's done as Sebastian Vettel in the Ferrari. I thought that was a good choice to pick. And we're going to do a Silverstone one as Lewis Hamilton. It's just going to have to be done. I'm not a massive fan of Lewis Hamilton in real life. I was always a fan of Jenson Button as the British driver I supported. Lewis was obviously amazing on track, but he just seemed a little unlikable off the track. Lately though, I think modern Lewis Hamilton is a lot nicer, a lot better. Plus I was always a Fernando Alonso fan, so when he joined McLaren, there was only one choice for me. As I'm sitting here right now in a McLaren hat with Fernando Alonso's name on the back of it. Modern McLaren though, orange hat. We do manage to get past Norris. It's just nice easy slipstream. No defence by Norris, to be honest. You can see here I just have so much more speed for some reason on these medium tyres. The medium tyres suit my car a lot better than the softs, it seems. As we just nuke past Norris. He actually does try and hit us. Yeah, look, his wing hit us. He's lost wing. Carbon fibre fly off. I didn't even feel that when I was racing. Nice to see that in the replay. There's Stroll and I. Stroll's doing better now, so he's... I've found another sector 1 as well. Stroll's doing a lot better now. He's maintaining speed. He's getting faster and maintaining that speed. What the Racing Point should do, because as you see, Sergio Perez is obviously in the points, and Stroll should be in the points as well in that car. He's a fast car. If you go a bit slow through the castle section here, so you don't... I'd rather take that a bit slower and not bang into the wall, please, because that's the easiest place to hit on this whole circuit. As we finish the lap here, we're going to gain a lot of DRS on Lance. We've got overtake mode on. We've used all of it up on the straights. It's so easy to use all your overtake mode on this circuit, and everyone else has seemed to pit. So now we're into P8. We're going to see if we can undercut all these people that have gone in first. Lance and I staying out. Giovinazzi ahead of him staying out on the softs. Lance and I are on the mediums though, so we're probably going to be banking on the same lap. So there we go, DRS open. We've got a tiny bit of ERS. Look, you can just see how much speed he's got. We can't even get past him still. But we're late on the brakes, really late. Can we get the car stopped? We do. We actually hit the apex, so he's braked a bit early. Show the replay, we actually get past Lance Stroll with ease, to be honest. Same spot again. So we nearly hit the barrier. That would have been calamitous if Stroll would have got past. As you can see, he's having a sniff now. We let him back in here, but managed to hold the inside line and just cover off all exit points. Not the fastest line, but it's the defensive line. This one we had to take there. You can see Lance is gaining a lot of speed on us on the straight, and this is what I talk about. You can do the whole lap ahead of him, but on that straight, if they've got more power and DRS, as he locks up and we managed to get the position back, he was going just a bit too high there. But that's what I'm talking about. Now we have to pull away from him a decent amount, so he can't do that every lap. You just see that lovely little switch. He locks up. You see the fire in the brake discs. Absolutely brilliant shots. I think the car looked quite good. I think it looks alright. Not so bad at all. Nice with the sponsors. Just coming up to our pit window as well in 2 laps time. Just coming up to halfway of the race, essentially. And we're in P2. Granted we haven't pitted, but still in P2. Giovinazzi 2.5 seconds ahead of us. So Giovinazzi is actually going pretty fast right now. So we're going to have to try and get him on the pit stop and with the fresh tyres if we're going to attempt to do anything on Giovinazzi. But his tyres should be worn. There you go. Should be worn now. So we're going to be in on the end of lap 7 here. It's going to be a nice boring 1 lap for us, I think. As you can see, just cut down to pit stop. We've got Lance Stroll right on our tail here. but we are ahead of Lance, which is good. So as long as we can pit in front of him still, I'd be quite happy with that. Now I'm not sure if points are in contention. As you can see, our pit crew there in red, not yellow, based on the opening livery, I believe. But if we get ahead of Stroll, I'm not sure if that is into the points. So everyone else ahead of us is on the mediums now. We should be on paper going for a lot faster than Giovinazzi and Perez. So we're going to open up rich mix, overtake on all the straights. We're into lap 8 here just to see, yep, we do close in and we are gaining big time on Giovinazzi, which is awesome, as Nicholas Latifi actually exits the race due to engine problems here. Mercedes engine problems have had a few blips as well. Williams obviously using them, and Mercedes, Lewis Hamilton's been out this season, and Bottas has also been out this season, I believe. Glad Mick hasn't in a Honda powered one. So we set the fastest sector 2 there, gaining on Giovinazzi, so we're going so much faster on these soft tyres than the mediums, so much faster. Going to get a slipstream here. Whether it will be enough to overtake Giovinazzi, we'll find out. Going to get DRS, so we're going to get to about 206 miles an hour, I believe. 207, 208 with DRS. Mick is now in the pits, and we've caught up with not just Giovinazzi, but Giovinazzi is also caught up with Raikkonen, who is on the hard tyre, which is a bizarre thing to do. So he must be on his first stint still, I'm imagining. He might not have pitted, or he pitted extremely early, and then Perez gets past him as well. So if we manage to get past Giovinazzi and Raikkonen, then we're intense, we've got the point. The Alphas are actually in the nosebleeds here for them because they've been quite bad lately. I actually think these positions for them are quite good. As we hit DRS here, you can see Perez and Raikkonen fight, and we go right round the outside, make a little contact with Perez, but 2 positions with 1 move there. That was a beautiful move of the race. They're having a little scrap. Raikkonen has to back off. He loses so much speed. Perez is going in hot, and we just swoop round the outside there. Perfect corner. I managed to get 2 positions in 1 move of the race. Let me know how you guys think of that one. You can see Raikkonen here has to back off. He loses so much speed. Perez is going all over the place. He nearly hits the barrier. That could have been calamitous for Perez there. But we pull off a brilliant move for us, and we're up into P9. P9 is brilliant. I would take P9 right now, but we're not going to because we are gaining on Sainz, and dare I say it, even Albon. They're going. The medium tyre seems to be going a lot slower later on in this race. Gonna have to move back to standard mix. Back off, Rich. I was trying to think of the word there. Is it fuel mix? Fastest sector 1 as we're trying to gain. We're pushing in the times now. We've got clean air, open air. We're pushing in the times. We set the fastest sector 1 on these soft tyres here, and we are right up Sainz's gearbox now. This is how it's going to be. It's only a matter of time in my head now. We've got 3 laps to do it. Sainz in a McLaren. It's not the fastest car at the moment. It's a good car though. It's a good midfield leader, but nothing more than that. As you can see ahead of him is the Red Bulls. That's how close we are now into the big boys. My nose is going to be trickling with blood soon. I'm pretty sure I had a broken nose from Zandvoort, so this is going to be right into the nosebleeds. And we set the sector 2 fastest as well. This is looking really good for the Norton here. We're saving our ERS until this opening straight. You know it's going to come on. Here it is, using that 20%. It burns down the whole thing, obviously. DRS open. But you can see the power difference at the moment. We're going to need to upgrade this engine for tracks like Baku. We set the fastest lap by minus 1.7 seconds. Absolutely outstanding lap by us. And look what happens. With that outstanding lap, we catch 2 fighting Red Bulls and a McLaren. We can see P6 from P9. P9, 8, 7 and 6 are all bunched up together. It's only a matter of time now. As we dive right down the inside of Carlos, he brakes super early for some reason. We managed just to snatch the position and go into P8. That was a lot easier than I thought it'd be, and we're right on Albon now. We are on Albon. As you can see, he just brakes early. I don't know why. I think it might be because he's taken the same line as Albon, and if he didn't brake early, he might have hit him. But we take the advantage by just slotting it in front of him. Swipe that card right in front of his face. There's no choice, as we really nearly smash into the gearbox of Albon there. Albon seems to have a little issue. He's going quite slowly. So we're going to try and pip Albon here. But it's going to be very difficult for this last section of the track. Nearly hit the wall again now. I'm getting so close. If I did a 100% race here, you know one of those laps I'm going to smack into that barrier. We're on midway through lap 12 here. Obviously nothing came wrong by the end of lap 11. You show me getting really close to Albon. I'm following the whole way. He pulls away by the end of lap 11 down that straight, but we get him back in the corners. I don't know if the radio came in or if I've edited it out, but Albon does have an issue. I got told that by Jeff. So we're going to try and take full advantage of Albon's issue here, as we get right up his gearbox and get an amazing exit there. And we're going to pull off a wondrous move round the outside into the castle section, and we managed to actually nick Albon there. He just completely backs out. He knows he's no match for my car right now. We're all over the back of him. You can see here, you can't get any closer without touching. We get such a good exit, and we just take the position. I've never passed anyone through this section, but it just felt right. As I was doing it, I thought, I got it on here. I've got it on. I've got so much speed. I can't just back out. I was willing to die for that position, essentially. I was willing to crash the car into Albon to have his position. I was going to lose my points. But we have got 7th place now. P7 and the fastest lap, more importantly, in my opinion. As it shows the power of this car. As you can see, Albon is coming back at me. This is the issue. Even with a problem, Albon can come back. But we're going to be really late on the brakes. I'm not letting him have P7 back. That was hard to get. We are into the final lap of the race now. And we have P7. Can we catch Verstappen? He's 1.6 seconds ahead as we've been fighting Albon. He's been pulling away. Smart by him. I don't know if we can catch him, but we're going to give our damn to try. As you can see, Charles Leclerc ahead of him on the hard tyres. So a few people have opted for the hard tyres. It wasn't just Kimi. I thought Kimi was being a bit silly there, being on the hards. And then to the final straight, you can clearly see Verstappen is just too far ahead. But look how far ahead we've pulled of Albon. Now we've got clean air as well. Just shows how slow his car was going at the time. Lewis Hamilton. Of course, Lewis Hamilton wins Azerbaijan. He wins in Baku. Comfortably, I would say. By a couple seconds. You can see next in his slot, I believe, was Vettel. We are going to come home, take it to P7. Not a bad result for us, eh?
Race over. Take care of the car on the way in.
Here we are then, it's victory in Azerbaijan. Great work from the whole team here at the track and back at the factory as well. And some pretty handy driving for good measure. Tell me, Ant, how did they manage to achieve this win?
I think a large part of the result comes down to temperament. They were able to keep their heads when everyone around them was losing theirs, and that's allowed them to get the best out of the car, to maximise the strategy and to stay out of trouble.
Excellent performance at the Grand Prix. I'm sure there'll be plenty of celebrations tonight amongst the Mercedes team, and they certainly deserve it.
So Lewis Hamilton wins the Azerbaijan Grand Prix, followed by Bottas, not Vettel, and then Vettel. Ricciardo in 4th in a Renault. Bloody good drive by Ricciardo. That would be driver of the day for me. I got it based on just position 18. I came in 7th with the fastest lap. Brilliant from me as well, if I may say so myself. Nice pat on the back. Mick Schumacher comes 20th, ahead of Lando Norris somehow, and Nicholas Latifi retired. Not a bad drive from everyone. Mick, not so good when he sees I'm doing in P7. I get 7 points. We beat Magnussen, thank God, in the rivalry, which is nice. We actually complete the rivalry because we hit 30 points. 1,500 acclaim or 1,300, I couldn't see there. We hit level 6, lovely. Nearly level 8 as a team. Mick is level 6 as well. I just need Mick to go slightly faster, so I might be improving the sim racing side of the training for him. I think that might be better. We get a couple bonuses, base payout and a total. I got a -20 reduction, but you can see here, renew sponsor, next video. If you have enjoyed it, like, share, subscribe, comment. See you next time, guys. Woohoo!